I think too many people think that homeless people are bad people, and they're not. They're just down on their luck.
That's Elizabeth Duffy, who lost her apartment and stays at the People's City Mission now. The Homeless Coalition says, during a 2-year period, over 4,500 people found themselves homeless in Lincoln, and those numbers don't include the near homeless. It's estimated by the Department of Housing and Urban Development that about 10% of Lincoln's population are below the poverty line. And while that number is lower than the national average, it's still higher than the state's overall rate at 9.7%. But there are resources for those who find themselves in a tough economic situation. The People's City Mission offers many different services to those affected by poverty. Pastor Tom Barber believes part of the problem is the lack of awareness surrounding the issue.
I think Lincoln has a perception problem. It doesn't have a poverty problem, it's a perception problem. And I think there comes in two areas: who the homeless are and how big the homeless problem is.
Well, the Lincoln City Mission accepts donations. They say the most helpful thing is volunteering. In addition to the mission, there are other places that offer assistance, such as Lincoln's local chapter of Habitat for Humanity, who build affordable housing with no interest to people that qualify. Director of Development, Christina Zink, says besides housing, the organization sells appliances and other items at low cost to help people in need, which is one of the reasons she got involved.
So it's just really humbling to see someone move into their first home. You know, that they have this safe home that has a porch and it has, you know, working facilities, and there's a dry and clean basement, and just the pride that they take in their new home is just really rewarding.
In addition to building housing, Habitat for Humanity also offers discounted appliances that have been refurbished, like this washer and dryer. If it isn't shelter that's needed, places like Matt Talbot's Soup Kitchen offer warm meals. Director of Operations, Sally Buckles, says the center serves 155 people daily and over 100,000 a year. She discussed one of the biggest misunderstandings when it comes to poverty.
This perception that people have is that, oh, people are lazy, and if they would just get up and go out there, they could take care of themselves, and they shouldn't need a program like this. 60% of the people who come to Matt Talbot are working poor.
Much of their food comes from the Lincoln Food Bank, but contributions from anyone are always welcomed. Matt Talbot says the most essential donations are coats, socks, and of course, canned items. It's not just a soup kitchen. They offer hot showers, clothing, and counseling, including drug and alcohol consultation. Matt Talbot also helps those looking for employment find it. Kenneth Taylor is one of the people the center helped. Originally from Louisiana, he found himself homeless in an unfamiliar city. He then heard of Matt Talbot, which allowed him to get back on his feet, and where he now volunteers. He also has a stable job at the food bank. He believes going through tough times gives him a greater appreciation for the little things.
Yeah, a coat, socks, a hat, or even taking a shower, A lot of people don't even have that to do.
He's also grateful to the place that was there in his time of need.
It's grateful to Matt Talbot, and these people, man, are very, very good. And I like to thank them.
Oftentimes, it's just finding someone who cares, something that each resource offers. Reporting for Star City News, I'm Evan Hummel.
You just knew.